Cenk Uygur, you're here in Washington to try to drum up support for a constitutional convention to address money in politics. Now, if I wanted to be a delegate to that convention, should I be lining up big donors right now?
I think you're missing the point. I think that this is the money out of politics, not into politics convention. It would be to get an amendment to do that. We want everybody to realize that 96% of Americans want money out of politics. They think money is a corrupting influence in politics. It's the only thing the country agrees on. It's the only thing that could be ratified for an amendment to the Constitution. Every generation of Americans has amended the Constitution except us, and it's our turn.
Okay, well, as long as you're going in and changing the Constitution, could you just kind of X out the amendment that established the federal income taxes? That's been an expensive typo for the 1% for a long time.
Well, anything you'd like to do, you got to get ratified by 38 states. So I wish you good luck, except I don't.
Okay, well, but this is a convention, right? Anything goes. I mean, they could change the name of the country to Bieberland and force us all to wear mittens in July, right?
I'm pretty sure they can't do that. No, there's no runaway convention. We've had 233 state conventions. None of them have ever run away. They are called for the specific reason that the states asked for. In this case, they'd be asking for a convention to get rid of Citizens United.
Okay, let's just talk briefly about your the online presence you have now. It's named after a reform movement of the Ottoman Empire. I'm sure, isn't that right? Do I have my history right?
And no, not exactly. It's named after the English definition of Young Turks, which is young progressives looking to overthrow the established system.
Well, the 1% News Network, we've created a kind of a knockoff show. On ours, though, instead of the Young Turks, it's called the Young Trust Funders. And instead of talking about public affairs, the hosts mostly sit around comparing car, jet, and island collections. Do you think you'll be tuning in?
Well, I wish in some ways that I was in that group. I happen not to be in that group. Most of our audience is not in that group.
One more question. You were on MSNBC for a brief time. Now, that didn't seem to work out exactly. Is that because your views weren't quite the right fit for the network, or you weren't using your hair products quite as aggressively as the tousled-haired Chris Hayes?
I like Chris a lot. I have not compared hair products with him. But you know what?
He mooses pretty aggressively.
Well, that just moved to the top of my priority list. Next time I see Chris, I'm like, what is going on with the hair products?